But as your ceremony continues now, I must address you and everyone present with the following legal words. This place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. You are gathered here today to witness the joining in matrimony of Terry Stan Horswill and Julia Suzanne Hunt. If any person here present knows of any lawful reason why this marriage should not be entered into, then they must declare that reason before me now, please. You chose your guess very well. Silence everywhere there. Excellent. I wonder if I may ask the two of you please to stand. Thank you. Now I do need to ask each of you in turn to confirm your identity before ourselves, your witnesses and your guests. So beginning with you first, so I would be grateful if you would confirm your full name.
Terry Stan Horswill.
Thank you. And I would be grateful please if you would confirm your full name.
Julia Suzanne Hunt.
Thank you. Before you are joined in matrimony here today, I do have to remind you both of the solemn and binding character of the vows you are about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of one man with one woman, voluntarily entered into for life, to the exclusion of all others. Now I am now going to ask each of you in turn to specifically declare if you are aware of any legal reasons why you should not be married to one another here today. You each do this by making a declaration before your witnesses and guests. I do solemnly declare that I know not of any lawful impediment why I, Terry Stan Horswill, may not be joined in matrimony to Julia Suzanne Hunt. I do solemnly declare that I know not of any lawful impediment why I, Julia Suzanne Hunt, may not be joined in matrimony to Terry Stan Horswill. Get to sit down as a prize because you've got all your words right. So have a rest. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're about now, of course, to enter into the contracting ceremony, where Julia and Terry will make their marriage vows to one another before you all. It's my pleasure to announce they've requested that a reading is to be presented. Now, through the use of readings, there is an ability for couples to portray their feelings, their hopes and their dreams. And this reading you're about to hear, which is an extract from Captain Corelli's Mandolin by Louis de Bernier, shows us all their understanding of the love, the joy and the happiness they know their love and their marriage will so obviously bring them both. And they have requested that Julie will present the reading.
Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is. Love is not breathlessness. It is not excitement. It is not the promulgation of eternal passion. That is just being in love, which any fool can do. Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned away. And this is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground. And when all the pretty blossom have fallen from their branches, they find that they are one tree and not two.
gentlemen, we do come to the solemn but joyous moment of this. For Julia and Terry to contract their marriage before you all. Once again, for the remainder of the ceremony, I'm afraid I'm going to ask you to stand again, please. But this time I would ask you all to stand to join and support the couple as they do. Thank you all. And now may I ask who gives this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
Thank you. I thank you very much, Keith. Thank you. Julia and Terry, would you like to keep that turn going so you end up facing one another? You're going to talk to each other instead of me now, which is much nicer. Two hands in two may be more comfy. That's it. That's it. It's nice, isn't it? Now these are now the contracting words of marriage you have chosen. Once again, repeating after me. Once again, Terry, you get to go first.
Okay.
Directly to Julia. I call upon these persons here present.
I call upon these persons here present
To witness that I, Terry Stan Horswill,
to witness that I, Terry Stan Horswill,
do take thee, Julia Suzanne Hunt,
do take thee, Julia Suzanne Hunt,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife. I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Julia Suzanne Hunt,
to witness that I, Julia Suzanne Hunt,
do take thee, Terry Stan Horswill,
do take thee, Terry Stan Horswill,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
Now it is also part of a long tradition in this country that a marriage is sealed by the exchanging of rings, which is the traditional way of sealing the vows you've just made to one another. Your wedding rings are unbroken circles symbolising your love, and that shape tells us it is a love without beginning and will be a love without end. And your rings will then become the outward signs of the lifelong promises you have made to one another here today. So I am going to ask Gary, please, first of all, to present Julia's ring to Terry. Thank you, Gary. And Terry, if you'd like to take Julia's left hand, could I ask you to place the ring halfway onto her finger, and whilst holding it in that position, so again, if you would repeat to Julia. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
of a sign of our marriage.
Nice and gentle, so you can place it on. Excellent, well done, brilliant stuff. And Gary, can I call upon you again, of course, this time to present Terry's ring to Julia? I thank you again, sir. Julia, if you'd like to take Terry's hand, pop the ring halfway onto his finger, and repeat, please do. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
Can you go back to that two hands thing? That was going really well earlier, I thought. Yes, go back to that. So Julia and Terry, you have now stated your chosen marriage vows to one another. You have exchanged rings, and you are now lawfully joined together in matrimony. Now, of course, you now enter into your married life together, and you have shown us all that marriage joins two people who can trust and enjoy the love that they have found. It is a partnership in which each of you will continue to grow and be your true selves, while sharing, delighting in the development of the other, your development as a couple, and as part of a wider circle of family and friends who so obviously care for you both. And you have here today committed your lives to one another, and will always look back with love and happiness as this does begin a new phase of your relationship. As it is today you have made a formal and public pledge of the friendship, the support and the love you know you will continue to share for the rest of your lives together. Which is why it is both my privilege and great pleasure to announce you as husband and wife together here today. I think you should give your wife a kiss to celebrate that moment.